This isn't Sapa. Honestly, this is what I thought Sapa was going to look like. But let's start from the beginning of how we actually got here. The best way to explore a region is to grab a bike and head out of town. We went west because this is where everyone says it is the best scenery. First stop was Heaven Gate. Barely anyone there, and the view of Fansipan from the top was one of the best of the whole region.
It's a bit windy, but it has sun. This whole place around here, because it has the temple and you're crossing the gate, the O Quy Ho gate. So the whole place here is, tranquil. It has this, nature vibe as much as it can. I mean, they are still trying to put the figurines of fairies and trying to say about the legend of the fairies who are picking the peaches around here. Anyway, the point is, apart from this, there is the park that is nearby, that is like a second entrance, like a second zone. You either go to the first zone, which is this where we just were. It's 120 dong per person. And there is the second place which is 250, so it's a little bit bigger. If you want the whole, like, there is a combo ticket that they give you for 300. Okay, there's the Buddha. Wait, look at the Buddha. Look at these mountains. And there are these kinds of waterfalls all around. Some bigger, some smaller. But these mountains, you can't even comprehend how high it is. So we had the viewpoints in the morning, and then we had one of the greatest drives we had. There weren't many cars or buses or whatever on the road, so it was very easy. And now we're going for a short hike to the Love Waterfall. It's supposed to be nice, you're quite in nature and you can hear the birds. Afterwards, we're planning to go for a very nice sunset spot, so stay tuned. I said hop and he literally hopped. I didn't mean like this, but I'm so happy about the weather today. I couldn't ask for anything better. We're really going through the days, so we come here during sunny days so we can actually, see the views and everything. So I'm very, very happy because we don't have much time left. We have few more destinations that we need to go. I'm just sad if we are going to miss Hajian because it's raining quite a lot for the past few days, and it is amazing. And with this, I bid you farewell for the day. Bye.
The French built Sapa as a hill station over a century ago. This cute little mountain village look that you see. But the tourism here has completely outgrown that. There's construction everywhere, and it just didn't have that mountain feeling anymore. You know, that quiet, relaxing part people actually go to mountains for? Yeah, that thing. I wasn't feeling it here. Crowded streets, smoke thick enough to flatten the view we drove out for.
The plan for today is to visit the villages. So the start is the Katkat village. I think it is very touristy. We're kind of in a period where I think they're burning the fields or something. This is definitely not fog because you can smell the burning, and it is kind of making the experience a little bit weirder.
We visited Sapa in late March, which is part of the smoky season, when agricultural burning and dry weather can leave the mountains covered in haze instead of the clear rice terrace views you usually see online.
Right now we're at the coffee that is actually overlooking this area. After the break of coffee and also the tea, they actually make this tea. I don't know how to call them because I've never seen something like this. It is to keep the tea warm because it has like a candle underneath. And I have to say, for presentation is 10 out of 10. Like both the coffee and the tea are very nice. The area is very nice, but I think if we had like sun or something like that, and even yesterday when we passed that place where the waterfall was, you kind of go across these mountains and you see so much fog that we barely managed to go through it with the motorbike. Anyway, we will enjoy our coffee and our tea, and hopefully we will be able to see the valley. If yesterday was like 10 out of 10, like such great day with views and everything and the motorbike route, today is like 4. Kind of like a very low 4. And the sad part is it has so much potential. Like you can actually see stuff, but it's like your glasses are are very dirty. My ride is here. I have tried, but I don't think this is going to improve, and I will probably just stop recording here because in real life you can actually see something a little bit in the far distance, but I mean I can't actually show you the true beauty, so I'll just stop recording probably because it's pointless. It's very unfortunate because we're really looking forward to it. Yeah. Oh well. Better luck next time.
60 seven man.
You look like 50.
60 seven man.
You look like 50. If you were 20 years younger, I would marry you.
You how old? How old?
I'm 30.
30.
Yes.
Oh, very young. They do my son.
Yes. How old are you?
My 60.
60.
Yes, 60.
Ah,
My
you look 40.
two son.
Huh?
Two son. My two son. Granddaughter here.
So this is how Sapa looks during night, and I have to say it's more lively than I expected before I came here. There are so many people, many tourists.
By the end of day 2, I wanted to skip the rest of this area and just go to Hanoi. Nico talked me into one more stop before that, a tiny village nearby that barely shows up in most Vietnam itineraries. Mu Cang Chai. The drive there, it takes 4.5 hours. It was the proper local experience. We saw no tourists at all.
We have arrived in Mu Cang Chai. It's an area/village that is a little bit southern from Sapa, and it is also known for the rice terraces, and we saw some very nice pictures and videos. It is not very popular because it doesn't have a lot of connections from other places. It is very small, but the viewpoints are to die for.
We rented a semi-automatic bike this time to get some practice before going to Hajian. Learning the gears on the road this steep was not the easiest choice we've made. Luckily, there was not much traffic, so Nikos could actually get some practice. But at some point, I just got off the bike because I was very afraid and just hiked while Nikos kept on pushing with the bike uphill and tried to train a little bit more.
I don't know if I can find my way out.
The air is so polluted that my throat is hurting.
I'm stuck in a prison of doubt. In this tiny shell, and everything is growing up tight. There's no room to breathe, and nobody is watching at night.
It's very steep.
Whoever's watching.
Whoever is watching this, say to my parents I love them. I'm very sorry I never told them I'm driving motorbikes. I should have listened to them. Ugh.
To shake me out again. I don't know if I can find my way.
Apparently our bike doesn't take us both on this steep hill, so it means we need to hike.
One of the most characteristic parts of this region is not only the landscape, but the people who have learned to live with these mountains. Northern Vietnam is home to several ethnic minority groups, and one of the most well-known in areas like Sapa, Mu Cang Chai, and the Hajian Loop are the Hmong people. Historically, many Hmong communities migrated from southern China. In Vietnam's northern highlands, communities like this have adapted to life on steep mountain slopes, helping shape the terraced rice fields that this region is so famous for.
We have taken the wrong turn. Instead of going to this dinosaur ridge spine thing that has great views, we're going through some villages, it still has some nice views. They're literally building their houses on the steep ridges where they have their fields. If this is not engineering, I don't know what it is.
Near Mu Cang Chai, we also passed the Cloud Warriors Monument on Khau Pass. It's a memorial to a local guerrilla group who fought here during the resistance against French colonial forces. The nickname comes from the landscape itself: steep mountains, thick clouds, and foggy passes that once gave them cover. Today, the area is better known for rice terraces and paragliding views, but this monument is a small reminder that these mountains also carry a lot of history.
Oh my.
Upas.
Oh my god. Oh my god. And off they go. Me not do this. Okay, this is very high. And I didn't know that, you just pull those things and it just takes you. It's kind of scary because they kind of couldn't control it in the beginning. I mean, the thing went up, and because it is windy, the wind kind of takes you a little bit. And I think the first few seconds are like, oh no, what have I done? Regrets. And then it starts flowing, and you're like, oh yes, But it is like in life. You kind of need to go through some rough patches, but then you reap the benefits of your efforts. Yes. Stay true to yourself. You actually see these kind of waterfalls all over the place. Like, there are so many steep edges that some of them are smaller, some of them are bigger, like this one. But it is all over the place. They're very nice tops.
We were also planning some zorbing, but it was closed, so we found a cave instead.
Ah, it's a happy Buddha. Look at this. Look at this small little passage. If you have eaten a little bit more, you might not even be able to fit. Is it up? Puddles, puddles everywhere. Ah, look at this place. Okay, we can't go further. Except if you really want to crawl through this weird ass passage. I always like exploring and seeing new places. Doesn't matter how many caves you have seen. It's always nice to see one more. Hello, dude. We're just passing. We don't want to disturb you. And then we have the last room with dragon, Buddhas, and a lion. Okay, we're at the end. This is the last place. And I actually went into a puddle like this in the previous place. And I made myself completely wet in one shoe. Like completely wet. I went inside fully. So now it is going to be a nice rest of the day.
Then there were the skewers that we were eating.
Okay, I don't do recordings very often about food. I know I should maybe, but it is a very random restaurant. But we saw on Google reviews that the skewers were nice. And they're actually, it's a very nice grill. We haven't had such a nice grill in a while.
Our last stop was a family-run coffee spot where the kids spoke better English than we expected.
You can't decide. Yeah, very nice.
Quick tips if you're planning this trip yourself. Skip March if you can. That's burning season and the terraces won't be green. September to November is harvest season and the best time for that classic golden green terrace look in both regions. Mu Cang Chai needs at least 2 days to actually sleep there and explore. 1-day round trips aren't worth the ride in because it takes some time to get here with a bus. And if you want more restaurants and hotel variety, Sapa still has that. If you want quiet roads and rice terraces without the crowds, go to Mu Cang Chai instead. If you like this video, subscribe for more stories like it. And if remote, quiet places are your thing, check out my Ninh Binh video. Easily one of my top 3 places in Vietnam. See you in the next one!